Okay, for number 6, it's now a different question. It's compute the surface area. And we're revolving this curve around the x-axis. So what I like to do is like to just, visualize it. And certainly trying to visualize this, I'll put this over here. Let's say it's the best job in the world, but, cubic function looks like this over here. We're going from 0 to 6. I'm not saying this is the scale, by the way, but this is the point 0, 0. This is the point over here, 6 comma, that would be 6 cubed. Right? It's definitely not drawn to scale. What are we doing? We're revolving this about the x-axis, something like this over here. All right? So what I like to do is I like to, kind of visualize if I were doing that, there'd be a strip here. And that strip would be rotated. I'm not an artist here. Rotating it about the x-axis. So the first thing I'd like to do is just talk about the differential in the problem. And I'm going to move along the axis. And my axes start at 0, and they stop at 6. The next thing I like to do is I don't like to memorize too much. I want to look at this thing over here, and that's really a circumference. And circumference is a thing that's moving around like this over here. What's going to be, it's actually 2 pi y, because y is actually the radius here. But what's y in terms of x? It's just x cubed. Now I'm going to do this, this arc length thing over here, which is relatively simple. It's going to be 1 plus, well, let's write this down. dy dx is going to be 3x squared. And what do I got there? I got to square that. And what does it give you? It gives you 9x4 dx. Right, so this is an exam question. This would be the first milestone to come up with. This right here, the integration. Can I do it? I think so. U equals 1 plus 9x to the 4th power. Du would be 36x cubed. Right, dx, I'm sorry. Let's write this down. So let's say if x is 0, u would be 1. If x is 6, wow, that's going to be a tough one. 1 plus 9 times 6 to the 4th power. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm not going to do that computation. Then what do you get? 2 pi. I'm going to outline what we're looking at over here. X cubed and dx. What's that going to be? 1/36 of a du. All right, I got that part covered. What do I have now? That root problem, and it's going to be the root of u. Let's write that down. So what's going to be u to the 1/2 power? Let's do that. Let's write this down again. Oops, I don't need to write that down again. I can integrate, right? So I'm going to say pi over 18, because 2 goes there's 18 times. That's going to be u to the 3/2, which is u, root u. And we're going to evaluate this from 1 to 1 plus 9 times 6 to the 4th power. Boy, that looks troublesome, doesn't it? So I guess I have to do some arithmetic here. And I hate to bore you with the detail of it, but I have to do it. I'm not going to take a calculator. I'm actually going to do it. All right? What am I going to do? I'm going to do 6 to the 4th power. Now, that's actually 36 squared. Let me write that down for you. Yeah, I know it's annoying. 6 times 6, 36. 6 times 3 is 18. 18, 3 is 21. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. Okay? 1296. What are you going to do with that? Multiply it by 9. 9 times 6 is 54. 9 times 9 is 81. 81 and 5 is 86. 9 times 2, 18. 18 and 18, 26. I'm sorry, 18 and 8, 26. 9 times 1 is 9. 9 plus 2 is 11. Then we add 1 to it. Boy, that's a nasty looking number, isn't it? What do? Write it down. Let's go for it. Equals pi over 18, 11665, the root of 11665, minus that evaluated 1, which is just simply 1. Let me take a look, see how we did. And I think I made a mistake somewhere, because I noticed I'm doing okay over here, but I made a mistake over here. So let's take a look where the mistake came in. And I have to take a look. Got the pi over 18. Ooh, I know where it came. There's something I forgot to do. All right, and I got to correct that. All right, but it's an error nonetheless. So when I did the antiderivative, I was thinking about that arithmetic, I'll be honest with you, and that kind of scared me. But u to the 1/2 unintegrated would be u to the 3s, and I just willy-nilly said u root u. It's true. I forgot to do what? Divide by 3/2 or multiply by 2/3. So there should be a 2/3 over here. Let me simplify that. 2 goes into 18 9 times, and 9 times 3 is 27. So this really should be pi over 27. Again, 2 goes into 18 9 times, 9 times 3 is 27. You still get u, root u, then you get this 1 and 11665. So let me correct this. There is an error. The corrections need to be made. That'll be a 27. Get the red pen out again. Are we getting what we expected to get? Yeah, pi over 27, that crazy looking number 11665, the root of 11665 minus 1. And we're good to the next question. Thank you.